Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this absolutely fabulous little Mercedes-Benz B-Class B180 SE CVT. It's gorgeous. Now it's coming on a 57 plate, first registered at the end of January 2008. It's done just under 92,000 miles, or just over 91,500 miles. Depends on which way your bread is buttered. And it is coming with a full service history. The last service done in June of this year, and it's barely done about 3,000 miles since. Its next service, it's showing on the trip computer, is not due for almost 14,000 miles. It's also coming with a full MOT that was carried out this month with no advisories. It's in fabulous working order. Now this is the 180 CDI, so this is the diesel. CVT means that it is the automatic gearbox. It's a 6-speed automatic with manual override, so a semi-automatic you could argue. And the SE trim means it's got loads of little options as well. So for example, it's got a multi-function steering wheel, it's got cruise control with speed limiter, it's got front and rear parking sensors as well. And now we're at the front, let's get up close and personal with this car, just to show you exactly the condition that it's in, save you the hassle of coming down to see it if it's not going to be right for you. Now the mileage isn't low, so you will expect to find some stone chips, some of which have been touched in and others have not. This colour is fantastic at disguising little imperfections, it must be said, this beautiful dark gunmetal grey. But there are some stone chips on the bonnet, nothing to be alarmed about, and I'm just showing you them here as best as I can, just to avoid any disappointment. Now the lenses are crystal clear. There's no cracks or breaks in them, so we're not getting any condensation appearing in these lenses as well. Front bumper is in good condition. There are some stone chips and some little marks on it as well. Just show you that one just down there and a few more around here. As I mentioned, it has got the parking sensors, and it's also got this fabulous chrome surround on the trim. So like these low-level fog lights, for example, have that chrome around them, which just looks really lovely. It's a nice Mercedes touch, that fabulous sports chrome grille. Goes very nicely all together, doesn't it? A couple of tiny little marks here, but it's in honest condition, this car. There's no big scrapes or scratches. There is a small ding on it, which I'll show you, and there is a little mark as well on the other side of the car, which I'll take you around in due course. But I'm just going around the car here, I just want to show you. Now in the video you can see here these little marks. Now those are actually on the car. We're actually going to be sending that to be polished. That's going to have a full machine polish on that area there to remove that without creating any scratches. If I just show you very quickly with my own fingernail, that's actually hard on there. Absolutely no idea what it could possibly be, but we can get that off, and by the time you come to see the car it will be off. Now I'll show you the wheels here, because as I said, it's just past its MOT with no advisories, so there's loads of life, as you can see, left in the tyres. The brakes are excellent, it really does stop on a dime. You've got lots of life left in the pads and discs. Hard to show you here, but I'm doing my best. Wheels are in great condition all the way around. There is some curbing and evidence of curbing, but very, very minor. I'm being very fussy. The wheels are actually looking absolutely lovely. Again, crystal clear lenses on these wing mirrors, both are just the same. Haven't been smashed or knocked. Again, some lovely chrome trim. Just showing you as much as I can in this video. But one thing that I am going to show you as well, again, is that condition. Again, there's no dings. No one's opened their car door into these doors. They're in great condition. Going around the back of the car now, just show you this wheel as well. Also in very, very good condition. No evidence whatsoever of any curbing on that. Good tyres. And again, hard to show you, but good discs and pads. Any inspection is welcome on the car, however, so if you want to get down here with a friend who's a mechanic, or if you want to do an AA inspection on the car, or RAC, or whoever, any independent inspection is more than welcome to come and have a look at this car and inspect it for yourself. Now coming around the rear bumper, just showing you here, there's no marks or scratches or scrapes of any sort. Again, more of that lovely chrome, and you've got those rear parking sensors running along the bumper as well. Good condition on the rear tailgate as well. Very often I see dents in rear tailgates of hatchback style cars like this, where people just haven't judged maybe a lamppost behind them. Anyway, there's nothing like that on this car. It really is in lovely condition, as you can see for yourself. It's a perfect little family car, this. You've got a nice sized boot, which I'll show you in due course. Isofix seats. You've got very comfortable 3 seats in the back. You can easily get 3 adults in it. It's a great car. Now going around the passenger side, just showing you again this corner here, very clean and tidy. Likewise as well on the wing. Now there is a small scrape thing going on down here. It's very minor, nothing to be too concerned about. And if we look at the wheel, again, very, very clean and tidy wheel. A little bit of curbing here. This is the worst of all 4, but it is minor. No reason to get that refurbed just for those. Good discs and pads, as I said before, and also plenty of life in those tyres. Should last you at least to the next MOT. I mean, it depends how many miles you're doing. Now there are some little chips along this door here, so I'm just showing you that here along the swathed line. Now we can touch them in. We've left them as an honest mark on the car. It's up to you, if you're the buyer, what you'd like us to do with that. Even that mark down there, we can put some paint, genuine official Mercedes paint for this car. We can blend that into there quite seamlessly. It's not going to be a perfect repair. For that you'd need a full respray of that area, but we can just do a touch in if you want it. There's a couple of little scratches on this door as well, very minor, very slight, nothing to be too concerned about, and otherwise it's in good condition along that door. Again, chrome trim. Showing you this wing mirror here. Now there's a tiny bit of condensation just here, just want to show you that, but it's nothing to be concerned about. It passed its MOT, and there's no cracks that we can see that are visible, so it's probably getting in perhaps through the actual moulding up here, who knows. Now on the front wing there is evidence of a small ding. You can just see there are ripples just there. You can just see a little bouncing around. It's not perfectly smooth. Now that can be repaired. There's no paint damage. A paintless dent repairer could fix that panel. You're looking at probably about £75 to do that, retail money. If you want to talk to us, we can get that done before the car goes to you. Do have a chat with us. It's not a difficult job. Probably take about half an hour of a very experienced and expert professional. Final wheel, just to show you, there is a little bit of a mark down here. Looks like evidence of a previous repair, if you ask me, but it's only very minor, nothing to be concerned about. And the rest of the wheel is in good condition. And again, lots of life in the tyres and the brakes. So there we have it. And when you stand back from the car, it really all just blends into this beautiful little car in this fabulous grey, very fashionable, very stylish colour. Let's have a look inside the car though now. We've got 2 keys that are coming with the car, and they look like this. Remote central locking, and if I just open the door, you'll see for yourself it's in good condition inside as well. It's done about 92,000 miles, 91,600 and something. I'll show you the exact mileage at the time of filming in due course. You've got electric windows for the front and rear, central locking, and electric mirrors as well. They're not electrically folding. Cloth interior in good condition. And I'm very, I must say, I'm very impressed with the condition of this interior, considering the mileage. Sometimes I see cars with lower mileage than this, and you've got sagging seats, sometimes tears in the fabric. This has got none of that. Now, they're height adjustable seats. They're also obviously can be moved forward and backwards, but I'm just showing you down here because you've also got some storage as well. This was an optional extra, and you've got that under both front seats. I'm going to jump in the car now. I'm going to take the key and put it into the ignition just here. And you'll see for yourself, car starts without any issue. Just turn the stereo off there. That was classic FM, so I just got a little bit of, what the devil was that? 91,645 miles is the exact mileage as it stands. And just to show you as well, that next service is due, and it's a service E, which is a big service, and that's due in 14,000 miles. So you've got a lot of driving before you get to that. It's obviously just had its service D, which is also a nice and healthy service as well. Things like air filters and the like. We've actually got a bill for that service, and I'll show you all of that in this video in due course. Now, we started not from cold, we started from warm. As you can see, the temperature is already up there. The car was driven to this location. However, it does start beautifully from cold. Like I said, I welcome every and any inspection that's coming, and we can as well, if you're interested, put a warranty on the vehicle for you as well. We'll discuss that with you in person. There's your stalk. stalk for your, it says there limit, but it's also your cruise control as well. That's cruise control stalk there, and then below that you've got your control for the wipers, including the rear wiper as well. They're not auto wipers, but you do have auto lights, and the light controls are over here. And there you can see the little word auto. So that is controlling those lights automatically. They will come on when it's dark. If you drive through a tunnel, they'll come on automatically, and they'll go off again at the other side as well. Now I'm just showing you this on the steering wheel. It's a little bit of stickiness. Now it can be tidied up. I'm reticent to do so really, because I don't want to perish those buttons. And really and truly, it's not that bad at all. I mean, I've been fine with it, but I'm showing it to you because I don't want you to have any nasty surprises and think to yourself, oh, I missed that, why didn't I tell you about that? That's important. And it is important, and that's why I'm showing it to you. Now these are the buttons that control the stereo with the volume control. You've got a phone button here, but it's actually not connected to a phone system. There is no phone in the car. If you want Bluetooth put in, we can certainly do that for you with an external device. Over here you've got the controls for your trip computer. So for example, this arrow here is how I scrolled through, showing you all of the bits and bobs to do with this. There's your current mileage, and the trip computer shows you a couple of other things as well. So for example, when the stereo is on, which I'll put on now by pressing the button just over here, and give you a taste of the sound quality, which is fantastic. Okay, I can't play too much of that or they'll charge me for it, but what I wanted to do there as well, and I'll just do it with the music, the volume turned right down, I just want to show you that if you control these buttons here on the steering wheel, you can actually change through your preset stations. So I'm doing that right now here, and you can see those stations popping up there in the display. Changing that again, and you've got this internal settings for the car, so you can change, for example, the lighting and how long you want the lights to stay on for. I'm not going to go through all of that right now. And then it shows you as well distance to empty and your miles per gallon kind of thing. So at the moment we're sitting here, we haven't moved, so we're only doing 17.8 miles. That's going to keep going down the longer we sit here and not move, but on average, over a 628 mile journey that took over 20 hours to complete, with an average speed of 30 miles an hour, the car was returning almost 40 miles to the gallon, which is a very respectable figure. You can hear as well that the engine is actually running, and you can see that for yourself with the rev counter over here. There's no warning lights, the car has no faults, it is running beautifully in great mechanical condition, and as well, it's not very noisy. It's quite a nice quiet cabin in here, and of course if you've got the stereo on, then we'll listen to the London Greek radio. Okay, I could actually listen to that for ages, but I can't because YouTube will make me pay for it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that the sound quality is very, very good. You've got down here, just flip this forward, you've got a little socket here for plugging in your charger. That is not coming with the car, that's our USB thing, just to show you that if you wanted to charge your phones, you can do. That goes everywhere I go. You've also got a cup holder down here, another little cute storage space just here, with some money in it. Yes, I trust my valeters. And you've also got another little storage bit just here behind this sliding center armrest here, which doesn't actually open, but it does move forward and back for comfort. Last few things to show you, got a bit down here to turn your parking sensors off, and up here you've got controls for your air conditioning. Now you can see some dust here, this was valeted. We'll do that again, we'll get rid of any dust. This car will come absolutely beautiful, it'll look like brand new, really well. We've got your air conditioning though here, it has got the AC button and it works perfectly. It gets cold very, very quickly, and on a day like today, the air conditioning obviously not used, but the hot works very, very well as well. That's pretty much everything to show you here in the front. Again, lovely condition of the passenger seats. I'll just pop my camera over the top of this seat here just to show you that you've got lovely condition in the rear as well. It's not been used by the current keeper to carry children around, but it has got ISOFIX points should you so wish, and you've got that third 3x3 seat belt in the middle there, so you can get a full-size adult in, and the seats fold flat. I'm not going to demonstrate it all in this video, but they do fold flat, and it's a very versatile and very useful car indeed. Last thing just to show you is this. You've got your CVT automatic gearbox. It says D there, which is for drive, but the plus and minus means you can change that gear yourself manually using those pushing it to the right and left. And just below that, I'm going to have a word with my valeters because I can see the dust in here. But anyway, so we've got C and S, that is comfort and sport. So you can actually actually change the way the gears change and give yourself a little bit more performance out of the car, or if you prefer fuel economy, then you keep it on comfort. So there we go. I'm going to close the front of the car now, and we're going to go and have a look in the back. Now, something I didn't mention, but I'm going to now, is the fact that it's got floor mats throughout. So you can see there's a little bit of wear on them, but it's to be expected. But it has got those mats, and they are, as I said, throughout, front and rear. And again, very, very good condition. 3x3 seat belts, 3 headrests, Isofix seats as well, and very versatile at that. To fold them, you just flip this forward like so. Yep, just making sure. Well, the valet has got to it. They could have done a better job. But nevertheless, it will come immaculate, I promise you. But you fold them, in fact, I'll do that. You fold them like so, and then just with this lever here, and you're seeing I'm doing it all one-handed. You fold that, and then you've got a perfectly flat and level boot floor. And you can see in the boot, we have the docks. Let's travel to the boot now. And in true Sell Your Car UK style, in the boot, as you just saw there with a little sneak preview, we have all the documentation for this vehicle that's coming with it. Just to show you as well very quickly, you've got this parcel shelf which can be removed, so you can take this bar out and leave it in the garage or the house or a home or the flat or wherever, or a shop or on a driveway or in a bin. Whatever you want to do with it is entirely up to you. The point is it comes out, so you can actually use this car a bit like a van. So if you're taking the kids to university or whatever it might be, you can really fill this car up all the way. And I'll show you something very clever as well about this car in a second. But first, I just want to show you the docs. So we've got the logbook. There's the registration number if you want to do an HPI check. There's one former keeper, so it's currently on its 2nd owner. We're not going to show you all the details for data protection, but you would be the 3rd keeper of the vehicle. That current keeper has owned the car since December. Was it December? Hang on a second. September of 2013. So they've had the car for 3 years, and it's now time for it to go. In that time, they have maintained it. We can see the last service that was done on the car was done in May 2016 at 89,921 miles. So I said about 2,000 miles ago that was done. We can see they've ticked all the things that have been done. So fuel filter, air filter, pollen filter, and we've also got the bill here to prove it as well from Greenford service station, and they've stamped the book. As it said, you don't need to service it for 14,000 miles. Here's the MOT certificate. That was done on the 1st of December 2016, which is pretty much today, and it was done at 90,996 miles, and so it's done about 700 miles since then. And then we can also see we've got all of the handbooks here, and we've also got your little wallet the handbook lives in. So everything is coming with the car, and as I mentioned as well, you've got 2 remote keys which work. Now I was going to show you something very cool, and I'm going to do so now. Underneath these documents is the spare wheel and the toolkit and the locking wheel nut and everything you need. I just want to get the light okay on this so you can see this for yourself. And as I mentioned, it's got a flat boot floor as well, and it's flat loading as well. What flat loading means is that this area here is completely flat, so you're not dropping things in, you can slide things out really easily. But if I just lift this up like so, you can see it kind of does this crazy little maneuver and drops, and now it's no longer a flat boot floor. Now you've actually got this lip here and again here, so now things are going into the boot as opposed to sort of sliding into the boot. Now this is really useful for 2 reasons. First of all, obviously space. It gives you another 6 inches worth of depth to the boot, so you can put even more stuff into it. It's also very good as well because it stops things from rolling. So for example, if you put something in the boot, when you open the boot, it hasn't rolled all the way to the front. It's kept quite securely and neatly in there. Very, very clever piece of kit, if I do say so myself. Not that I invented it or anything. So that's coming with the car. I'm going to close that boot down there like that, and that is pretty much everything you need to know about this car. Now I have been running this car myself for about a week. It's being sold exclusively using our services here at Sell Your Car UK, but I have actually been driving it myself with my family in it, my little 2-year-old as well, and just to make sure that everything's right with the car, we do give them full road tests, thorough inspections before they go on sale, and this car really is absolutely lovely. The mileage might be a little on the high side for some people, but with really these Mercedes diesel engines, they'll go for, well, I mean, I've seen them with millions of miles, or at least 1 million miles on them. Not that I'm suggesting you could achieve that with this, or want to for that matter, but it is built for it. It's a fabulous car. Warranties are available, finance is available, part exchange is available, but the car is only available exclusively using the services here at Sell Your Car UK. Thanks very much for watching.